Hey guys, good morning. Good to see everybody. We're going to start learning new material. So, we are starting off with chapter 7. Don't really worry about any quizzes or tests or assessments. It's just about learning the material and getting better. It's that simple. So, today we're starting with 7.1. Chapter 7 is writing equations, solving equations, writing inequalities, solving inequalities. It's a major chapter, major standards for you guys in 6th grade. So let's get right into it. Today, in 7.1, our objective is to read and translate a word problem or a phrase into a mathematical equation. Our one vocabulary word is what is an equation? And you've heard me use this word multiple times throughout the duration of the year. It's a math sentence that uses an equal sign to show that two expressions are equivalent. So back in chapter 3, we wrote expressions. 4 plus 8, the sum of 4 and 8, 8 and 4 together. Here's an algebraic expression because of this unknown. X plus 8, the sum of x and 8. These expressions, notice, they don't equal anything. Versus, now we're writing equations. Equations have an equal sign. Equation, equal. And basically, an equation, guys, shows that it's equivalent. Two expressions are equivalent. So, this left side is balanced with this right side. Needs to be equal. The sum of 4 and 8 is 12. 4 plus 8 equals 12. X plus 8 is 12. X and 8 together equals 12. So, here are your start of your notes for the day. Pause the video, take a second, get out your notebook, get out your pencil, title your paper, and get your notes down. Pause the video if you need to. I'm going to keep on moving, but feel free to stop this whenever you need. All right. Let's go. So, first, we're going to write these word sentences as an equation. The first one, the sum of a number n and 7 is 15. So you want to read it a second time, maybe even a third time, and you're looking for your key words. The sum of a number n and 7 is 15. Sum of a number, sum. Oh, addition. Some number n plus 7 is equal to 15. Sum means addition. Our final equation, n plus 7 equals 15. All right, we're going to move on to example 1b. A number y decreased by 4 is 3. Y decreased by 4. All right, so I'm going to have y, and it's going to be decreased, going to be minus 4 subtracted from y, and it's going to equal 3. Our final equation, y minus 4 equals 3. Y decreased by 4 equals 3. You guys know this vocabulary. 4 less than y equals 3. There's a bunch of ways you can express subtraction. Last example, then I'm going to have you guys practice a couple at home by yourself. 12 times a number p equals 48. Read it a second time, read it a third time, underline your key words. 12 times is 12 times p. Notice there's no multiplication sign here because it's implied. You don't need it. This is 12 times p. The product of 12 and p is equal to 48. 12p equals 48. So, I'm going to put some on your owns up. You have 4 of them. Right underneath the notes that you just took. Pause this video. Please pause it. Don't just keep watching it because the answers are coming up. And see how you do. Remember, read it, underline your keywords, and give it a shot. When you're done, hit play and see if you got these answers. right. Getting right into some word problems, our favorite thing. Now, from experience, a lot of kids have success writing those equations from phrases, but when you throw in the word problems, we make errors. The common mistake is we want to write the equations as we would solve it, when we want to write it as it's presented to us. So let's just get into a couple and hopefully you'll understand what I mean. After 2 rounds, 24 students are eliminated from a spelling bee. Okay, spelling bee, LBMS, 24 students are eliminated. There are 96 students remaining. Write an equation you can use to find the number of students that started the spelling bee. So put a context to it. Reread it. Ask yourself what you know. I know 24 kids are eliminated. I know there's still 96 students still remaining. And I know that it's telling me to just write an equation. I'm not solving anything to find the number of students that started the spelling bee. Put it in words. The number of students that started minus the students who were eliminated, is equal to the number of students remaining. We're going to let S, sorry guys, I had the video hidden, be the number of students that started. If they tell you to use a certain letter for your variable, you use it. If not, we use X as our unknown. And when we put it all together, the number of students that started minus the number of students that were eliminated is equal to the students that were left over. S minus 24 is equal to 96. 24 less than S equals 96. Now remember, S is the number of students that started that we don't know. Later in this chapter, we'll solve for these unknowns. But for right now, we are only writing these down. So, let's get your exit slip up. We'll do this one together. Pause this, give it a second. Go ahead and write each phrase as an equation and notice how similar they are yet different at the same time. Once again, please pause this and let's see how you did. The quotient of a number and 8 is 40. Quotient, that weird Q word, is our hardest operation, division. So the quotient of a number and 8 is 40. The quotient of a number and 8 is 40. Okay. Now notice how similar yet different these are. The quotient of 40 and a number is 8. The quotient of 40 and a number is 8. These two are actually opposites right here. Last one, 40 is the quotient of 8 and a number. They're telling us 40 is the answer. The quotient of 8 and a number. So, that's it for today's lesson 7.1, writing equations. You're only writing them, you guys. There's no math involved. It's more of a vocabulary lesson. Your assignment will be posted on Big Ideas. There will be extra videos up there in case I just don't cut it for you. Take your time, and I look forward to continuing learning virtually. Thank you, guys.